Drake is not going to let UMG dismiss this case. In fact, he says they're exploiting artists. What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell. Keep sending those Cashapp to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, Drake is saying they running a slave ship over there and they not letting dudes do what they want to do. They got something mean going on for their green, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Drake is not letting these guys off the hook. He ain't letting off the gas. He's saying, listen, you will not dismiss this case. Everything you do gonna be wrong till you do right by me, right? This is Drake at his finest. Goonie Google bubble bath moment. Let's just keep this honest, gang. And if you are OVO sound supporter, you might want to check out, because I do not always be friendly to these Drake stories because they don't make no sense. Just like this whole thing with the whole lawsuit, to me is just Goonie Google, gang. Is baffling, and I don't understand why I have actual people who actually listen to rap still defending a lawsuit after a rap battle. There's no way to write this. There's no way to spin this, gang. He made a lawsuit after a diss record. There's nothing else to say. I know you want to say somebody literally was in my comments yesterday talking about you didn't read the paperwork, do some research before you make a video. You don't know what the real lawsuit is about, gang. I do know exactly what it's about. He said you need to read the documents. They're online for everyone to see. Well, gang, I saw them. We all saw them quite a few months ago, and they still don't add up to I'm going to sue you because you called me a name. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what UMG tried to do or didn't do. That's why the lawsuit ultimately will not go too far. Drake needs to get this album out. I got a video coming that Aiden Ross said the album is done, and it's important. He said it's his most important work he's ever done. Aiden Ross said the album is done, and I got a video coming about that. But right now, let's just stay focused, because the Iceman is coming, right? But we're going to stay focused, because how is he going to release that album if he's still warring with his label, right? I got a video, too, that I already did, that UMG has turned the corner and started to let this man win at everything. This guy, they're like, you know how they do the participation trophies when you lose and this and that? They're like, nah, he ain't getting no participation trophy. We're going to let him win. Everybody, slow down. Let him run. Shakita, all y'all running, don't matter. Stop. Let him win. Because they letting them win. Because when you go to court, if it do go to court, they're going to be like, how'd you lose? Because you claim that you lost this and that and the third because they pumped up this song and everybody believed it, so they stopped buying stuff. Well, we just saw the Nokia, the Nokia hit #2 on the charts, and you're streaming very well. All of your Drake stans are posting constantly about how you're the #1 stream artist in the world all over again. You got billions of streams. We can't see how you lost it. What did UMG do again? Well, they used his name against me to stop my bargaining power in the renegotiations. They went after me through the words of Kendrick Lamar, and I stand on that. And we're going to try to. Well, what did you lose? I don't know. They're gonna be like, well, it looked to me like you're winning heavily, and UMG is like, he is, Your Honor. Can we get out of here now? We're done. He didn't lose anything. So right now, that lawsuit ultimately either will get tossed, or he'll drop it, or UMG will pretty much just blow the shit and act like, oops, we did a boo-boo, and just make it go away, because I think all of them just want to get back to work. We humiliated you enough, right? We did what we did. You did what you did. All of us, everybody got to meet in the middle, right? So they probably, this thing, I don't see this thing on the court, because he's going to have to get on that stand too, right? Just like I told you, with Diddy and this, that, and the third, Diddy didn't have to get on the stand, but a lot of people did. A lot of people that didn't want to be up there, they still had people like, I'm Jane Doe, don't say my name, don't say who I am. So it was a lot of people had to still get on that stand. So I don't think that this thing going to go too far, because there's too many people that don't want to get on that stand, going to have to, because the way Drake's lawyer is going, you're going to have to put Lucian Grange and a lot of other people up on that stand. That's where it's going. So they're not going to let that happen. So what I'm saying is, this goofy lawsuit, right, the bubble bath rapper, once again, is at it, and now they're trying to say that they're covering up artist exploitation, okay? And I believe that they're trumping up charges, making things worse, because the lawsuit getting a little wonky. And I know the Drake fans, they don't want to tell you that on Twitter. Oh my God, listen, on Twitter, they damn near won this case. Like, if you look at the memes they're coming up with, and they damn near, case closed. What we doing? Give him Drake his $500 million. Give him his $1 billion that he want. And I don't even know why Drake wants $1 billion. Why you want so much money from these fools? You own these dudes at this point. You could have did what damn Pusha T did when they got a distribution deal for your own shit. You don't listen to Russ. Russ telling you, nigga. Russ using the beat to talk to Drake ass. He ain't listening. Russ is telling you, nigga, you could just listen. Put a song out every Friday. Russ telling you what to do. You ain't listen to him. You could go independent. I don't know why he's scared to go independent. Drake's fans tell me all the time, yo, you keep saying Drake, he owes the label, this, that, and the third. He been paid that label back. Well, go independent then. What you even make the lawsuit for? You costing everybody money. You costing yourself money. All that stake money, this, that, and the third. You're making this worse by doing this lawsuit. But according to them, no, he's for the little man artist. And this is where we are. Artist exploitation amid defamation case. Let me read this. We're going to have a discussion about yet another twist and turn in the ultimately stupid lawsuit that don't make no sense. It's two dudes rapping. Did you realize what hip hop was, gang? When you battle somebody, when you call somebody out on the record, when you say you the first person shooter, that means you actually got to shoot. But the nigga might shoot back and hit your dumb ass. And that's what happened. He shot back, pow, pow. 2 headshots, nigga, not 1, 2, right? And now you in court. This biggest bitch move ever. But this is what it is when you don't understand the culture. This is how we got here. The nigga called you on the control verse. He named 5 niggas, 6, 7 niggas. You the only one mad. You mad for 10 years, huh? Are you still listening to it now? Like, motherfucker, just shut up and just make your music. You know, what he say? He went to interviews like, yo, I'm into making long-term music. Everybody knows that song was a moment in time. Are you listening to the control verse now? Like, no one really remembers that verse. How does it start? Like, on some goofy shit, right? Like, everybody remembers the song and they remember the verse. But you're not going to be 7, 8 months later listening to the diss record like it just came out. Yeah, you're right, Drake. It was a moment in time, but it was a big moment. It tore your ass up because 10 years later, you got in a battle about it and this motherfucker went on a world tour. Telling everybody the same shit he said in the song. Now that you're irritated, you done win and amended your lawsuit on the fucking Super Bowl. Now you're like, oh yeah, then he said it on the Super Bowl too. Everybody in China heard the shit, right? It's goofy shit, gang. But I'm gonna keep it moving because now they're trying to make it more serious, right? It's artist exploitation, a defamation case. So let me talk to you. Lawyers for Drake and Universal Music Group attended a hearing yesterday to discuss the label's request to dismiss the rapper's lawsuit. Once again, they're trying to get this thing dismissed. They just want to get back to work. Right, Sally in accounting, she ain't never worked this hard in her life. She's like, God damn, y'all putting out all these invoices and shit. I can't keep up with this shit. So they just want to get back to work and just make things simple again. It just was Drake and Kendrick at one point. I mean, they got a lot of artists, but let's be honest. Let me keep this moving. In January of this year, Drake filed a lawsuit against Universal Music Group, and he accused the label of artificially inflating the success of Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us. How can you artificially inflate? The shit did $1 billion. You can't pay that. If it was that simple, everybody have a fucking billion streams. It ain't that simple, gang. The shit was on like #1 for like 6 months. You can't buy that. If that was the case, they would have been bought it for Drake. And lost, and the case would be closed. They would have did it for Family Matters. They would have did it for everything they dropped. Every day, everything #1. Everything we dropped #1. No, they didn't do this. You can't get this high off inflating it. It doesn't work. They promoted it just like they promoted your shit. Right? It just so happened when you drop Family Matters, this nigga waited 20 minutes, like 19, 20. Bang, drop the shit, fucked your whole rollout up. That's why you ain't got them streams. It wasn't no artificially inflating. Let me keep this moving. UMG filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit in March, vehemently denying the allegations. The Toronto rapper proceeded to file an amended version of the suit in April. Right, I told you he went back and amended it, including new allegations related to Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show. He saw the Super Bowl with him and his boys. I saw a video of them just watching the shit like this, silent, dead silent, just watching. I don't know what them niggas, I wish I could hear what they was thinking. Like, y'all can say something, gang, like, call a nigga dumb or something. Like, just say something. Like, they just watch like this. Like, is he really gonna do this, motherfucker? There it is. He did Euphoria and like fuck this nigga. Like, you give me a beer. Like, the niggas was mad as shit. But I'm like, man, just, you know what I'm saying? Let it roll off the chin, man. This is the problem, man. Let me keep this moving, man. Yesterday, lawyers for both Drake and UMG attended a hearing. UMG fiercely defended Not Like Us, insisting that it's merely an example of the hip-hop tradition of throwing exaggerated jabs in lyrics. I love how they gotta like overly break it down. Like, it's exaggerated jabs. Like, it's funny that nigga dissing them. Like, but we hip-hop heads, so we just like, this nigga just ate your lunch. The fuck? Why you mad for? Like, but they're like, they gotta put this shit in legal jargon. So they're like, he exaggerated jabs in his lyrics, Your Honor. Like, listen, why we here? Like, trash talking in the extreme, they said, is not and should not be treated as statements of facts. It's weird that we're here. Like we used to joke about shit. Like, what if somebody sue for a bat? Like, we little kid. Like, what if somebody get bad and sue? Like, this is like one of them fucking fairy tales. Like, it's like a fucking unicorn. Like, they got polka dots and just walk out the woods. Like, the fuck is that? Like, it don't exist. This is that, gang. This is some weird shit. This is the pot of the end of it. This is a Loch Ness monster shit. It don't exist, but it's really right there lurking. Like, somebody might do this shit one day. And you the nigga that did it. Like, you the nigga that really did a lawsuit. Like, you really that guy. You're that guy. Like, the rest, you're the polka dot unicorn. I'm not gonna start calling you a polka dot unicorn, but that's funny as shit, gang. Just gonna be honest, man. But he did it. Now, a spokesperson for Drake has released a statement per All Hip Hop, alleging that UMG is trying to hide artist exploitation. Here we go, gang. Trump it up, burr, burr, burr. Like, now we gonna trump it up. Now they're exploding art that they didn't give a fuck about last week. Like, they didn't give a fuck about these motherfuckers. Now you got a song with Smiley. Got a record with Smiley. Now you care about the little guy. Fuck out of here. At the time of writing, UMG has not publicly responded. During the hearing, Judge Jeanette Vargas didn't issue a ruling. She did, however, question how an ordinary listener would interpret Kendrick's lyrics. Quote, who is the ordinary listener, she wondered. Is that someone who's going to catch all those references? That there's so much specialized and nuance in these lyrics. So, gang, this is the problem with this. Now you got judges trying to understand and figure out the nuances of a fucking battle. Now you got to legally explain, did they really believe it? Do they don't believe it? Do they think it's true? Did they actually go and start turning on him because of the lyrics? Gang, you shouldn't be in this culture. You shouldn't be battling nobody. I study rap battles for a living. You know I study rap battles for a living. You know that shit. Y'all niggas be seeing me. I be at the fucking battles. I know all this shit, nigga. You don't say this kind of shit about me or 40. Like, fuck out of here. You don't know nothing about this shit, or you wouldn't have sat there with no lawyers. Just would have made another record, nigga. We was waiting on a response. You dropped the Hard Part 6. You could have dropped another joint 2 days later. The Hard Part 7, fuck this nigga. It went, fuck this nigga Part 2. Like, listen, you didn't. You got scary. You clammed up. You said, yo, you kill it. You doing this to death, gang. I would have liked it if you wasn't doing this. Now you don't want him to drop. You tell him to drop. 3 days later, you don't want him to drop. No, you doing this too much. Nigga, he tore your ass up. You knew that whatever you dropped, he had 5 more songs ready for your ass. And you wasn't ready. You like, oh, nigga, I got fucking work in them. I got to do shit. I got tennis practice. Like, this nigga, like, nigga, I can't keep writing these raps and shit. Like, you're like, listen, I'm really just, I got things I can be doing, gang. I got lattes to drink. I got bubble baths to make, like all kind of, it's hookah to smoke. Plus, I got to go to Australia. Like, why would I keep battling? So you bowed out, right? That's on you, gang. You can't make a lawsuit to fight your rap battle, but you're fighting your rap battle with a lawsuit. You're fighting your rap battle with a lawsuit. Now you're tying up everybody time, everybody money, right? Lucian Graham's got to come back from the East Pacific, where the fuck he was at, somewhere on his yacht, somewhere, super yacht somewhere. Now you got to come back, keep dealing with this shit, keep getting faxes while you're on the boat and shit. Like, listen, you messing up people's time and money. People don't want to deal with this, but this is where we are. The goofiest lawsuit now is artists, this, that, and the third. I don't even know, man, what the allegations was about artist exploitation. Maybe I have something in the article that I didn't read, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it in this, but they're alleging that they're alleging that UMG is hiding these allegations of artist exploitation. I really, man, I don't see this going nowhere, Drake. I see you throwing a lot of haymakers, and I see it going no fripping where. And I feel like what you're doing is stalling. I don't know how you're going to release this album and still be fighting a lawsuit. I think that you're unhinged right now. Just gonna be honest, you're not. Just slow down. You could have. Smiley was like, "Yo, Drake is even at the video shoot. Drake had producers there. He's writing his album. He's in album mode. Didn't motherfucker stop doing everything? Just do that. You're doing video shoots with Smiley. You're streaming with Aiden Ross. You're trying to get up with Cashapp. Like, nigga, just calm the fuck down. Write your fucking raps. You ain't gotta. Yeah, they're like, he's on the tour bus with a beat machine. Like, nigga, like just if you would have just chilled out for a little bit, we wouldn't be here throwing these wild ass haymakers while you're in the middle of doing this, that, and the third. You still, everybody saying, oh, he's here, there. He got the portable studio. He's writing, he's working, da. You could just stay home and do all this shit. You brought the portable studio to Australia, this and that, third. Then you drop some of the Australian shows. Like, just, you're doing too much, gang. You're doing way too much. And this is the problem. This is why we're here. Because instead of just focusing on the music, you're focusing on live streams. You got your own, you made your own live. Now you're on Kick. You got a steak live stream, this, that. Then you're on Aiden. You're doing too much, gang. Just focus on the music. This is where we are. This is why you battled him, right? You wanted to prove you was the #1 hey honcho, right? You wanted to prove that you had some hot things, right? So you should have just fell back and made some hot things. But no, you're doing too much, and you got the ad. You're showing your abs, this and the third, right? Listen, calm down. Let's get back to business. Just you could literally just stop. Have the dudes bring the beats to the embassy. They can shoot some hoops and shit while you write, right? Or whoever writing. Just gonna keep it a buck. So this is what I'm doing. I'm out of here, man. I'm not talking about no more of this right now. It is what it is. They don't want to let him dismiss this. They coming with even more allegations about, and I'm sure the Drake fans gonna be, you didn't even discuss the allegation, because I don't care. I don't care. It ain't that many rappers over at UMG in the first goddamn place for me to give a fuck what's going on. So if they exploiting artists, what the fuck I'm supposed to do about it? I don't believe it, and I don't care. I believe that dudes is at this point, let's just be honest. I'm gonna say some real shit right now. You need to be going independent in any fucking way. So if you over at major labels getting fucked, I don't know who fucking problem that is. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay? Y'all still signing these major deals. What Jay say? After everything we seeing, you still running to these labels signing these deals. Okay? So if artists in 2025 are getting exploited at UMG, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Just going to be honest. All this money out here with this independent and you running up in there, letting them sign you to some goofy shit. Industry rule number 4080. If you don't know what that means, look it up. CLBMG, man. Every single Wednesday, we go live on the What Show. We talk about a lot of stuff. We probably will be discussing this. Also, head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They got new products. They got new flavors and everything like that. And the third, all right? I'm going to catch you on the flip side. I'm out. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.